The UN described this as the worst prison in Africa. Originally built to house 150 prisoners, it now has nearly 1,000.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ross.
Moi, je suis du ministère de la Justice.
Merci beaucoup.
Bonjour, soyez les bienvenus à la prison centrale de Goma.
Okay. Are most of those people in that prison for murder and for rape, or are they in there for other crimes against society?
Oui, oui. Il y a ceux qui sont condamnés pour les problèmes de violence sexuelle. Il y a ceux qui sont condamnés pour assassinat, meurtre, escroquerie, abus de confiance, vol, main armée, et ainsi de suite.
Are most of the prisoners in there military, militia?
Tous les groupes confondus sont là. Il y a les militaires qui sont arrêtés là-bas, du gouvernement. Il y a les militaires qui sont venus des milices et des groupes armés. Donc toutes les catégories sont là.
I find it hard to believe that these warring factions who have been fighting and killing each other for over a decade are not kept in a separate jail.
Bonjour. Ça va?
All the prisoners, numbering 968 on the day that we visited, are crammed into the prison yard, less than the size of a football pitch. Only about a third of the men here, the ones in orange jumpsuits, have so far been tried and convicted. The rest are on remand, awaiting trial. There are no guards. The prison is run by captains drawn from the prisoners themselves. I can't help feeling slightly vulnerable amongst this group of 1,000 men, most of whom are accused of rape and murder. The prison authorities have arranged for me to meet Shombo Chance, a militiaman tried and convicted of rape.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Hello. You okay? So how old were you when you first joined the army?
Naikukota msala soda nazana diza. Vaiku kondaningai dijana zana 25 na prison ba kondaningai kondane amour.
Are you guilty of rape?
Nenge zalaki debo. Tanga na uti na bibumba pona salaka deja 2 mois nazana bibumba. Kobima na bibumba sikona kodumi na mboka awa na Goma mwae zate. Na ukidonke nzoto esepelite pona silisi deja 2 mois na front na mona kamwasi te. Nde na moni mwasi mokwa zoleka to landani na ekaka na zui na rali.
Did you hurt her? Did you put a knife to her or anything? Did you beat her?
Nilimu kamataka tu na ni direte nikamtia ndani jidu mpaka chini.
Do you feel sorry for what happened to that woman? Do you feel remorse?
Nao kaka. Na regreta gangapi.
The next morning, I head off to one of Lagos's biggest waterside slums, Ajegunle. Fishing has been the main source of income here for years, but now these people are struggling as they face the continued challenge of piracy and pollution.
We're just about to go across to a place called Ajegunle. This is the biggest slum in Lagos. Figures range from 4 million to 7 million, depending on who you talk to. No one has really any idea how many people actually live here. And as you can see, it's not in a good state. I mean, you think that people were supposed to fish here. I mean, this was a fishing village. Look at it. Polluted beyond belief. People are still coming here in their droves. It's just phenomenal.
I'm attempting to meet up with Chief Odolari, who represents the fishermen and has lived in Ajegunle since 1940.
So it's quite early in the morning here, and in my short trip just then of maybe 20 meters, I was offered some palm wine by 2 different guys, and sex, do I want some, by 3 different girls. So it could have been a very eventful morning, actually. It's been difficult to actually get a size, but you can well believe that there are up to 4 million, 5 million people living here, because we've been walking for 35 minutes and it just hasn't stopped. It's like this all the way through, and the stench that runs through this place is, well, it's indescribable, really.
After some 2 hours, I meet with the chief. He takes me on a tour of the river where he fished for oysters and crayfish just 15 years ago.
There is no life in this water animal. There is no life in this water animal.
How far do you have to travel towards the sea before you see fish?
We have to travel to at least about 20 miles. Yes.
Are the people scared to go out now to fish?
Well, this time around, few people goes to the sea because they are in fear of being attacked by the pirates.
As I leave Ajegunle, the reasons that pirates could exist here are obvious for anyone to see. But it saddens me that some of the poorest people here fall victim to it.
While we've been in Lagos, it's been impossible for us to meet up with pirates here. The main reason being that most of them are purely criminal. They have no agenda other than making a buck. And I think the only chance of us actually meeting pirates is to go down to where the actual oil is produced, down in the Niger Delta. And the people that we'll have to meet are MEND, the Movement for the Emancipation of the Niger Delta. We've been warned against going down south because at the moment MEND have a policy of taking Europeans hostage and using them to gain publicity for the plight that they see their area is in. However, I think if we're ever going to meet up with pirates, we're needing to go down to that area and hopefully make contact with MEND and find out exactly how they operate and why they've taken to piracy.
The Delta is the main oil-producing region in Nigeria. In 2008, it produced on average $2.2 billion of oil every month. The unfair distribution of oil wealth and the devastating environmental damage are the 2 main reasons given by MEND for taking up arms against the oil companies and the Nigerian government.
We are going to break down the production process to the barest minimum, and we are going to achieve it very soon.
MEND were originally set up as a political organisation who wanted the world to sit up and take notice of their cause. Today, they are heavily armed militants who attack oil installations and kidnap foreign oil workers.
We are enlightened enough to know what we want, and we are fighting for it.
The delicate ceasefire between government forces and MEND has just collapsed.